and welcome to Bad Dog Comedy TV. It's live comedy on YouTube, and you're watching our student showcases. This is Stand Up 1, taught by Ryan Dillon, and now give it up in the chat. From his island paradise, it's your host, Ryan Dillon.
Hey everybody, thank you guys so much for coming out. Welcome to the Stand Up Level 1 Rad Show for Bad Dog Theater. Yes, I am very Hawaiian tonight. I am actually on an island, an actual island. I know my backdrop looks fake. This is so funny. I'm actually at a show, doing a second show. I'm on a show within a show, and I'm very excited tonight. My name is Ryan Dillon. I am so excited for this show. We have three amazing students that are here to perform for you tonight, doing 5 minutes of their best stuff from what we've worked on in the past few weeks. I'm so excited. I'm very excited to be at a show. I'm very excited for comedy to be happening. This has been such a weird year, and I love that we're slowly returning to normal. Like, let me just get this out of the way, because I know we're all very curious about it, and we're all thinking it, but let's just clear the air. Did the person you hope get COVID get it yet? Are you still waiting? Is everyone still waiting for them? Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with hoping someone gets it. I just think you got to be subtle about it, right? Like, you can't be on a Zoom call with work, and your boss is like, hey, guys. I just want you guys to know that Sarah in HR got COVID. Everyone's like, oh my God, is Sarah gonna be okay? And he's like, I don't know, and just keep in your thoughts. You're like, okay, cool. What about Carl in HR? Did Carl get it yet? She's like, no. I was like, poor Sarah. Send her flowers. Send Carl to give them to her. It's crazy. What a crazy. It's like I remember, is everyone here vaxxed up? We all double dosed? Yeah. In the chat, doubled up. For a while there, we weren't sure we were going to get vaccinated, were we? Like Canada and Ontario, we were like, the states are beating us. We're like, oh, we fucked up if the states are beating us. Like for a while there, our vaccine rollout kind of felt like a divorced dad. They kept saying we're going to see them soon, but we knew that won't be till Christmas. Like, such a fucking nightmare. Yeah, it's been wild, and like Jeff Bezos has made so much money, and that bothers the hell out of me. It bothers me because they're such an evil company. Amazon is so evil that they're just admitting things we didn't even ask about. Do you guys remember a couple of months ago when unprompted, they just came out and they're like, hey, by the way, none of our employees are pissing in bottles. And we're like, if you have to come out and tell us that without asking first, your employees are pissing in bottles. Like, what was the first fucking clue that the recycling was heavier that week? Like, why are you telling us that now? Like, can you imagine being at a restaurant and your server comes up to you and you're like, thank you guys so much for coming to Johnny G's Pizza. Our special tonight is a spicy chorizo. And if I could recommend a wine pairing, I would go the Melback. And by the way, all of our employees are here on their own free will. So, my pepperoni pizza is going to spell help, isn't it? It's been crazy, man. Like, and like, there's anti-maskers. Have you guys dealt with an anti-masker freak out yet? Has anybody dealt with that yet? Anybody? You know what's funny? I asked that as if I'm gonna hear people, but I keep forgetting that no one is can hear me, and I'm like waiting for a response. That's very funny. I love anti-vaxxers because they keep shouting things to make them that they think are smart. But if you say the same sentence back to them in reverse, you win the argument. If you say the same sentence back to them in reverse, you win the argument. I was at Loblaws, and some lady wasn't allowed in because she wasn't wearing a mask, and she shouted this in the store at the entrance. She goes, hey, if we stop living, the virus wins. So I looked at her and shouted, hey, lady, if the virus wins, we stop living. And I won. I won the argument. But enough about COVID and enough about me. I'm so excited to get the show started. We have three amazing, talented comedians for you tonight. They're getting their start. I'm so excited to have them here. Your first comic of the night, I'm going to not look at my list and cheat. There it is. Your first comic, very excited to have them. Make some noise for Abby Shingler, everybody. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Abby Shingler. I'm a university student from Waterloo. And I've actually been really enjoying this whole global pandemic thing. Hear me out. I think the pandemic is the best thing that's ever happened for women. Wearing masks in public makes me feel so much more protected. Not from COVID, but from that asshole who tells you how much prettier you would be if you smiled more. You know, Brad. pandemic, I haven't had to do that fake laugh women do when men harass them. Ladies, you know the one. It's like this painful groan, but we do it with a smile so that we seem pleasant. You know, something else I've started doing since the pandemic is wearing makeup only on the top half of my face. And the time and money I've saved, it's amazing. I didn't even whip out my Sephora points card once this year. And therefore, my disposable income has doubled, if not tripled. Can you imagine the time and money we could save if we eliminated having to look presentable in public altogether? And that's why I actually think we should stop wearing masks and start wearing hazmat suits. After not being sexually harassed for the past 17 months, I'm starting to get a tiny glimpse of what male privilege is like. And let me tell you, girlies, we are missing out. The other day, I threw my hair up, put on a hat, put on a mask, and went for a walk. Alone. At night. And guess what? I didn't get murdered. More importantly, I didn't get catcalled. Since I wasn't in a life or death situation and I didn't have my car keys clenched in between my fingers as a weapon, I decided to pop in my headphones and listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. It turns out I still don't have quite enough male privilege to enjoy that one. Speaking of men, do they not eat yogurt? No, seriously, I have never seen a man eat yogurt before. Any kind. Their gut health must just be in shambles. I actually have this theory that sometime in the early 2000s, yogurt went from a fermented dairy product enjoyed by all to a product marketed as a delicacy that was wildly irresistible to women. Apparently, women are to believe that a 100-calorie yogurt cup tastes exactly like an elaborate and decadent dessert. Because, of course, women aren't actually allowed to eat dessert. The commercials basically imply that in our spare time, we wear all white and gossip and slather each other in yogurt. You know, I've had lots of yogurt before, and I feel like I'm missing something. Was this all a part of Big Yogurt's plan? And for some reason, I feel like Jeff Bezos has something to do with this. You know it's bad when masculinity is so fragile, men have to literally leave the planet in a massive dildo to enjoy a probiotic snack. If all billionaires were women, I can promise you this space race dick measuring contest would not exist. And if any men here tonight want to try yogurt for the first time, I can hook you up. Thanks and good night, everyone.
Yeah. One more time for Abby, everybody. I really wish I had a cup of yogurt so it would just cut to me eating some, like as soon as after Abby said. Wonderful job, Abby. That was amazing. Your next comic, absolutely hilarious. Very excited to have him. And of course, they've been making me laugh this entire semester. Make some noise for Erica Thorne, everybody.
Hi, everyone. My name is Erica Thorne, and I'm here to be strange on stage for 5 minutes. So we'll start with my childhood. I was a hockey goalie growing up. And as I was doing this, I discovered that being a goalie is actually an entirely different sport than the rest of hockey. A much worse sport. As a goalie, I had one job. Don't let the puck go into the net. And if our team loses, it's because I failed at my one job. Now, Janet, the defenseman, she has a job too, which is to skate around and have fun. This creates a very different experience for me and Janet. And there's more too, because it's actually also physically far more dangerous. A goalie throws themselves in front of a small piece of rubber flying at 100 kilometers per hour. And when that happens to Janet, she's allowed to jump out of the way. Like, yeah, fine. That's okay, Janet. You move. You be safe. I'll get in the way of the puck. I'll stop it with my organs. Yeah. So, I mean, basically, I figure, fine. You can keep goalies on kids' hockey teams. You can keep them. But you're going to have to pay them handsomely because, like, they're going to need it for therapy later. But anyway, I'm fine. I'm fine now. I'm a functioning adult. You know, I pay my taxes. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Podcasts are great. They're like a fulfilling social relationship, but without any effort on your part. You get to learn from people and hear their opinions, but you just really don't have to reciprocate in any way. It's like if at Christmas your friend gets you this really well thought out gift that they clearly put a ton of time and money into, and your only response is to just silently take it and give nothing back. It's great. I mean, and with a good podcast relationship too, you have like an emotional bond, but with 0% chance of rejection. Like, I can hang out with a podcast host every single day and they're just never going to get sick of me. Like, when Ira Glass says his trademark, "Stay with us," I'm like, yeah, Ira, I'm with you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm on your couch, I'm drinking your coffee, and I've been here for weeks. Now, I know this is a comedy show, but I want to set a bit of a mood here because I have something pretty serious and important to share with you. It's about toast. So, discovered. Toast is the cheat code of food. It effortlessly eliminates all of your meal obstacles. Like meal prep, it's a formidable enemy. Toast just zaps meal prep out of existence. It's easy. You put it in the toaster and it's done. There's no 45 minutes of sautéing. There's no preheating the oven. I've added years to my life. People like to tell me that I look young for my age, and I do. I'm 47. I save so much time in the morning. Now, I mean, I'm telling you this for a reason, because I have a plan. We can harness the time-saving power of toast. Let's just get rid of all other foods. They're stupid. Toast for every meal. I think we can save lives. And if that sounds far-fetched, just like listen, I can explain. Picture this. There's a young couple at home, and all of a sudden the guy clutches his chest. He's having a heart attack. And the girl freaks out and she grabs her phone and she dials 911. She says, "Send the EMTs, quick, quick." But even as she's saying it, she doesn't have much hope because she knows there's just no way they're going to get here in time. But then there's a knock at the door. And she's like, what? She runs to the door, she opens it, and there's the EMTs. They had toast for breakfast. And so they've been here for 2 hours already. Thank you very much. I've been Erica Thorne.
Woo!
Woo!
That was awesome. I love that the toast bit cracks me up every single time. I love it. We're off to our final comic, folks, and I'm very excited to have them on. They've been an absolute pleasure to work with, and I can't wait for you to see them. Folks, make some noise for my friend Jesse Olsen, everybody.
Woo-hoo. Well, hello, I'm Jessie Olsen. I want to start by thanking my parents for tuning in tonight and also deeply apologizing for what I have chosen to talk about. My two favorite things, getting brunch and getting laid. Now, Tinder is broken. It's a trash fire. If you're on Tinder, you know. If you're not on Tinder because you're in an adorable, loving, monogamous relationship,
fuck you. But I think we should just delete the app anyway. And I propose we start picking up men at brunch. Now, you will have better hookups once you realize that you will know way more about a man by his brunch choice than his Tinder bio, okay? So screw reading 3 lines, 2 lines, whatever, about how he's searching for his partner in crime, or how if I don't look like my photos, I'm buying you drinks until I do. What are you doing for breakfast, Chad? That's what I want to know. Mm-hmm. So first we've got the healthy choice guy. Don't fuck the healthy choice guy. If he's ordering like a spinach and spirulina green juice with like steel cut oats as his meal, anyone who eats that clean will never, ever do the filthy things I would like him to do to me in the bedroom. If he's choosing an egg white omelet with only vegetables, look, Kevin, if you're choosing to live a low-fat lifestyle, there is a 0% chance you will ever appreciate all of the abundance of this. You think healthy choice, that's a positive thing? It's not. If he likes the taste of wheatgrass, he definitely will not eat ass. It's a hard pass, okay? Now we've got the classic choice guy. This is the man who orders bacon and eggs without even looking at the menu. If he knows what's going to hit the spot before he even gets to the restaurant, he will know how to hit all of your spots before you're even fully naked. Like, I'm talking 10 minutes of courteous foreplay, followed by some really lovely missionary sex. And really, he's been eating the same thing for 30 years. He's going to fuck the same way for the rest of his life. Now, if he gets that classic bacon and eggs, but with pancakes on the side, we're in for a treat. Because not only will you get that classic amazing foreplay and missionary, but he always has room for dessert. And I did not shave my entire body to not be the final course. See, the classic choice guy is great because he's consistent. And we appreciate consistency because we consistently come. That's the only reason I'm here. Now, when we get into the sugary choice brunch guy, it gets tricky, okay? So you got to pay attention. Now, if he's ordering pancakes, French toast, you're safe. He's that boy next door. He's going to have this really sweet intimacy. He orders it because it reminds him of a simpler time. But if you ask really nicely and say please in bed, he'll probably choke you too. So that's nice. Now, if he orders a plain waffle with nothing on it, sociopath. Don't end up as the next true crime Netflix documentary, Rebecca. Don't fuck that guy. Well, on the other hand, if he orders the waffle, but it's covered in ice cream and sprinkles, also no. So this guy, the only screaming that would happen in bed that night would be his mother yelling down the stairs at you to quiet the fuck down. The issue with the sugary choice guy is it's a gamble because you don't know if he's indulging in something sweet or if he's taking his sweet fucking time entering adulthood. So don't worry. I have put in the work. I've done the research. I've been in the field. And I can tell you how to find the perfect lay based on the perfect brunch choice. Are you writing this down? You should be writing this down. So beverages we'll start with, okay? He orders the trifecta. Water, coffee, mimosas. Preferably bottomless. You give it 2 hours, he's hydrated, energized, ready to do fuck, ready to party. Like, that's what we want. Now, his meal, steak and eggs with a fruit cup on the side, okay? Now, if he's ordering a $25 steak and eggs next to a bunch of $12 sausage and egg chumps, that is a man who appreciates the finer things in life, right? If he's choosing to start his day with a well-seasoned, thick cut of rare meat, this is a man who will do justice to this 34-year age thick cut of rare woman thing. We're here for this. Oh, the fruit cup. That's just a personal preference for flavor later. Extra pineapple is the plus. Anyways, babes, save your super likes. If there are any hot available men tuning in right now, I will be at the Sunset Grill around 1 o'clock on Saturday. You know what to order. Thanks so much. I've been Jessie Olsen.
For Jessie, everybody. There was a weird food theme tonight that I didn't even fucking realize. I'm really excited and happy about that. I'm like, shit, I should have told my grape joke. Folks, thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting the show. One more time, make some noise for all the comics you saw here tonight. And as live comedy comes back, if you see these wonderful gems at the open mic scene, at the comic scene, go and show them your love and support. And as live comedy comes back, be safe and keep enjoying the good laughs. Thank you again. My name is Ryan Dillon. This is Mike Gretchen. Follow these folks, and they're going to kill it. Cheers. Bye, guys.
Woo! Woo! Woo!